Welcome. I have with me Amanda Mae Phillips, who's going to tell us about one of the coolest things to happen on the Des Moines food scene. And guess what? It's not a restaurant.
It's very true.
You have been named the culinary director of the Culinary Loft at the Des Moines Social Club.
Correct.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
So tell us a little bit about this. This is really amazing.
It's phenomenal. It's basically my dream job, and what they were talking about and what they envisioned for this, and all the sponsorship that has gone into this is really going to be an amazing space for the community to use.
All right, well, let's take a look at this space because it's in the Des Moines Social Club, which, as we know, it's the old fire station. Very cool, and there's already a lot happening there in terms of theater and music and art and
so much.
you know, classes. It's really cool. But the Culinary Loft, look at that. I mean, that is like state of the art.
It is, and not pictured in there. You can kind of see it on the white wall, but there's actually flat screen televisions on there now too.
Cool.
So it's going to be able to display what you're working on, what you're cooking on. It hooks up to an iPad. We're very excited to start playing with the technology.
So I mean, it just everything just looks so gleaming and clean and new and fun and wonderful. And there's another picture I like. It shows the windows. Oh, there's the stove. I mean, that is a serious stove.
It's a beautiful stove. It's a 6-range, which is or a 6-burner, so it's wonderful. And I just got to light it for the first time yesterday, which is always very exciting too, to hear that first little igniter click.
Cool. So, and then I love that because it just kind of shows that whole, you know, that downtown feel of it. That I just think it's going to be great.
It's very true, and at night it's gorgeous too. You can look outside and all the city lights are up, and then you see the come and go theater lights flashing out there. But they really did a wonderful job with that.
That's great. Now I understand that you're going to be teaching some of the classes. And
I am going to be teaching some of the classes.
And is this part of what you brought in today? Is this part of one of the classes?
This is a little treat, and it's just kind of delving into the theory behind cooking and the why of cooking. And I want to get people unafraid of coming into the kitchen, and also kind of having this base knowledge of why I'm coming into the kitchen and how I can do it. And so what I've brought here today is an example of the 5 tastes.
Okay.
So we're going to start with salt. Obviously, you know what salt tastes like. We have a little container that I always keep my salt in next to it because you want to be able to feel it. You have the sea salt. So I have the kosher salt here, but yeah, we also have the sea salt, which is an entirely different texture to it. But being able to actually like touch that product and feel, I can see you doing like the little pinching already.
I love it. I love the feel of salt. I don't know how I cooked for so many years doing this when really it's all about that.
It's all about the interaction with the salt and the food. So salt. So we have salt. Next we'll go to bitter. A lot of times people think that herbs are going to be sweet or fresh, but this is bitter. So when you start biting into it, you're getting the aroma, but then you're also, the aroma is what you're smelling, but bitter is the taste that you're getting. It's very astringent on the tongue. It's very pulling on the tongue. Cool. You can also have, I know, doesn't it smell glorious? We also have a lemon, and on the outside, kind of the same idea is that we have the bitterness coming from the pith of the lemon, which is that white part too. So that's 2 examples of bitter, and I'm pulling these guys aside because we are going to be doing a little experiment with them here in just a moment. So there is bitter. Also for the lemons, we are using sour. We have our sour taste. We have the acidity, the vinegars, things that really brighten up the taste, and lots of French cooking, lots of sours, lots of citrus cuts through the fats of things that they have in there, and that's why I love that cuisine. But we also have umami. I didn't bring umami because it's a savory taste. You find it a lot in like mushrooms or tomatoes. It's that meatiness, that one that kind of makes you salivate on your tongue. Right. But what we are going to do here today is we are going to show and kind of make an example of how when you think that you're like, oh, I taste lemonade, you're actually tasting sweet, but you're smelling lemon. Oh, how interesting. So this is going to be really fun. So I'm going to put a little sugar into here, and I brought little chopsticks for us to play with. So little did you know that your day was going to start with sugar water. Sure, as long as there's lemon involved. Exactly. So go ahead and take your chopstick, and we're just going to stir up the sugar water until it dissolves. And we have our nice little cups here. Thank you for getting us the water earlier. Okay. So we have a nice little sugar water, and what we are going to do is we are going to each have a lemon peel. And we are going to take a sip of the water, and we're not going to smell the lemon yet, okay? I know it's kind of hard because it's floating around in the air right now, but once we take a sip of the water, we're going to burst this under our nose, and it is going to, in essence, make us think that
you'll tell me.
Yeah.
Oh, no kidding.
Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy because when you're sipping lemonade, your nose is in the glass.
Exactly.
So you're smelling the lemon, but you're getting that nice feel that sweetness can do for us.
Exactly. And that's just kind of to show how separate actually are. So that's why, like, when you have a cold, you know that you can't taste everything, you don't process everything, but it's because your smell is taken out of that process.
So that's interesting. And so from there, what you can perhaps do is tell people how to build dishes. I mean, as you go from that's block one, and then the building blocks.
Yeah.
You're going to show people then, here's how you build a dish, and here's how you build flavors.
Yes, and we find that a well-balanced meal and a complete meal has incorporated all the 5 tastes into each dish, and so that's what I really want to get people talking about is, oh, I need a sour in this dish, or what can we add to add this sour in this dish? So that's how they interact.
That's great. So tell me about some of the classes that you're really excited about.
Of course.
I mean, I was looking at them, and it just goes on and on and on, and like incredible date night, you know, the global kitchen. I mean, so just you know, what should people be excited about when they?
We have a huge list of classes. The brochures are finally in print, so you can come on down and check those out or go online. Some of them that I'm very excited about, we have a kitchen and book club, so it's a gastronome's book club is what we're calling it, but we're going to be reading a book, food inspired book, and then do a food inspired meal, family meal together, and then be able to talk about the book too. So it's involving more than just food, it's the community of food and the talking and the conversation and coming together at the Des Moines Social Club for the community table.
That sounds like a really cool way to meet people.
Entirely, and so I'm hoping that we have a great mix of people and a lot of interest, and as always, if you have a suggestion for a class, I would love to hear it. So
sure, I think it's fantastic, and I mean, just another one I was interested in is, well, you've got the Cheese Shop series.
Yes, CJ is going to be coming down. We're very excited.
You have local professionals, and you have chefs, and you're drawing, because it's the social club.
Exactly.
You're drawing on all these different people, all the talent you have.
Exactly.
And, you know, as well as your own, which is significant. You know, because you've been around. Yeah.
Yes. Awesome.
Right. I mean, you got your culinary degree.
Yes, correct. Yeah.
So I mean, so that's super. So I mean, I just think it's going to be this amazing talent pool that we can all learn a lot from.
I entirely agree, and I'm excited to have so many different instructors and people in the community excited about seeing this space, because as I keep telling Zach, I'm just the facilitator on getting awesome people in the space. That's what I'm here for.
Well, best of luck to you.
Thank you
I think
so
it's
much.
going to be a ball. Go on the Des Moines Social Club's website. It's DesMoinesSocialClub.org.
Yep.
And find out about the Culinary Loft series, because I think it's the most exciting thing I have seen in ages.
That's wonderful.
So congratulations.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.